That's true, Gayatri. Our next story is going to impress you. It's a true blue Singaporean success story. But before that, a short break.
மற்றவர்களுக்கு உந்து சக்தியாக விளங்கக்கூடிய ஒருவரை தான் நாம அடுத்து சந்திக்க போறோம். அவரோட வளர்ச்சி கடின உழைப்புக்கு முன் உதாரணம் என்று சொல்லலாம்.
To help you understand his journey better, he has written a book based on his experiences. In the book, he also provides advice on how to overcome alcohol addiction. From Drunken to Driven, here's the story.
There was music, there was singing, and there was dancing, not to mention the mouth-watering spread of food. It was unlike a typical book launch, but it was all done in the spirit of getting everyone high without any alcohol, much in line with the motivation behind the book From Drunken to Driven, written by Mr. Ram Dubey.
It actually covers 3 points. One is what is the issues that can come about with excessive drinking. If you are caught in excessive drinking, you should seek help. Don't try to attempt going it on your own. And finally, it is to give some small tips as to how one should overcome such a problem.
Officially launched by guests of honor, veteran diplomat and community champion Ambassador K. Kesavapani and Mrs. Padmini Kesavapani, in the company of more than 300 guests at the Visual Arts Centre. From Drunken to Driven is an inspiring self-improvement book that motivates people to overcome alcohol addiction and lead a fulfilling life. The book is suffused with well-researched facts, motivational statements, inspiring ideas and wholesome daily habits to power change and rebuild a joyful and meaningful life.
The inspiration behind the book actually came up through a very long journey in life, in the sense that from my childhood, and I saw the issues of alcoholism there. And later on, as I grew up in my career, I saw these problems even in the workplace, as well as how it impacted my own relatives, my own friends, and all that.
Prior to becoming a registered clinical counselor, Mr. Ram Dubey was an accomplished regional director at a global banking software house. Encouraged by a personal calling to give back to society, Mr. Dubey became a trained counselor and does his bit for community through counseling inmates as well as mediating at the courts.
And it allowed me to use my knowledge and use the experience that I gained in my career to help myself, number one, in keeping myself busy, and also help others in the sense that helping them to come out of any problems that they have.
Life is not without its fair share of ups and downs. Mr. Ram Dubey is no exception to that. His own life makes for an interesting and inspiring Singaporean success story. The son of a taxi driver, Mr. Dubey, by his own admission, was not a very brilliant student. He left home and school with lackluster O-level results, but that did not deter him from becoming driven.
I was never a bright kid, but it was just a persistence that I had in pursuing education. And I continue to do this up to today. What my message is that, despite any difficulties, if you have a desire in life to come up and succeed, the best route for it is to go through education.
Mr. Ram Dubey has donated the full proceeds of $5,000 received at the book launch to the Lighthouse School, which provides special education to children who are visually and hearing challenged. It is Mr. Dubey's way of saying thanks and giving back to society.
Live every day happily, do the best as you can, and just persevere and persist.